As cool as these axle dumps are, for all you mall crawlers, they're a real pain in my ass for the dyno. But we will figure it out. This afternoon we have Chris Willis's 2012 strapped down to the dyno. This is a truck that, if you saw in our previous video, we were working on a set of compounds. We've got everything finished up. This is a stainless 5-blade 472 over 485, what they would call their knuckle sandwich setup. This is on a D&J Predator series engine with 250% over Exergy's, 14 mil Exergy CP3, and a Firepunk 48RE with a PCS controller. This was originally a swap that we had done, the 48 swap we had done in a Mega Cab a couple years ago. Before we had our Anteater controller. That's why it has a PCS still in it, so it got swapped in a regular cab and then sold to the current owner, and with a bunch of tasteful mods added. So hopefully today we can make some horsepower and we will see what kind of power we can get. Okay, after the first two pulls, I felt like I had a little bit of tire slip, and this had a set of new Toyo Proxys on it. And the Toyo Proxys are generally good dyno tires, but these are so close to new, they're still really spongy and soft. They haven't had a lot of street miles to get hardened, and that doesn't bite into the knurling of the rollers very well. So our dyno tires are actually worn down Toyo Proxys. So I pulled the truck off the dyno, swapped our dyno tires on, put it back on the exact same tune. And here's our comparison. It did 983 with the new Toyo Proxys, and it did 1016 with the worn down Toyo Proxys. So now that I know I'm getting 100% contact with the rollers, I'm going to start turning it up and see how far we can push this thing. We've got Chris's truck all wrapped up. We finished the day at 1,142 horsepower and 1,650 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is driving much better. Its spool is extremely fast. We're excited to get this thing on the street, turn it back over to him. I think he's really going to enjoy this truck this summer.
Hey guys, so today we got a new project in the shop. Casey, the guy that owns the Maverick super stock truck, we are actually going to build a set of triples for it. So we're going to do that and a couple other small fab projects on it. So basically just kind of getting him ready. He wanted to go to do a set of triples for this year. We're going to get that knocked out for him here in the next couple weeks. So we have a bunch of stuff to do, a bunch of one-off stuff. So kind of stuff we like to do. So hopefully we can get him a pretty good run-in setup and he can go and hopefully win.
Hewitt Meters 2005 manual truck. Came down from New York today to put it on the dyno and flash a HP Tuners tune into it. I will let Hewitt explain his setup, so if you want to tell them what all is done to it, go for it.
Alright, so it's got a S3 64.5 7691 BD turbo, 60 over nozzles, and ARP 425s, fast lift pump, Banks intercooler, intake pipe.
Perfect. So obviously he has plans of upgrading to the CP3 in the future, but for now I just have flashed a tune into it and made a run with it and found out that we were having rail pressure issues. Rail pressure would fall down to 8,000–9,000 psi. Thought it might be the relief valve, but turns out it wasn't the relief valve. So had Hewitt take the rail off and retorque his feed tubes to 44 foot-pounds, put it all back together, same tune-up, and it finally made rail pressure. So after we finished, we ended up at 696 horsepower and 1,207 foot-pounds of torque. So I think he'll be happy with the newfound power. So I will get him off the dyno and send him on his way.